Hello and welcome to Train Symbiotic. In this episode I'm talking about points. These are what we use to change the track that the trains are running on. Points are one of the most important things in any railways. They're what they use to change the track from one place to another. These allow trains to pass each other. It's allowed trains to go to different destinations. It means you can have different trains on the same track. They are what cause for most accidents in a lot of railways, both model and real. They have many names. They're called points, they're called turnouts. There's all different kinds of names for them. But I'll be focusing on the ones I use on this railway, my double row layout. In front of you, you have two different types of point, but made by the same manufacturer. Old track manufacturers build points, but not all points are the same. Not all points are interchangeable with different track systems, but most are British track systems, if not all points are interchangeable with all English track as long as it's the same gauge. But in front of you, I have set track and streamline. For set track, only use standard pieces of track. They're always the same size and same widths. You can see this gauge here. You have got two different lots of plastic lugs. These are because both sets of track use different gauging. So you can see that one use the wide one on the set track, and then you have the streamline which use the lower for smaller gaps. So that's set track, that's streamline track. Make sure to buy the appropriate one for your layout. For streamline, give you a more accurate gauging. The next point with the points is just here. This is what you call a frog, and there's two different systems used. You have live frog and dead frog, or isolated and electric frog. So the difference is that section there you need to change the polarity on, that section there you don't. So that will always be left hand, that will always be right hand. But this, you have left hand there, right hand there, but that will change depending on which way the train is going. On my layout, I have over 50 different points, and you have them in many different configurations. They include left hand and right hand standard points. Then you have three-way points, which I use for my fiddling yard. Then I also have some crossover points, which basically give you something like that, so that the train can go across like that or across like that. But it leads you to the next point. How do you control it? To control the points, we have products called point motors, and you have got three different types in use in the UK. You have the solenoid point motors. This is also one which go clunk clunk, as it's electromagnet which pull the point over. At the front we've got the Hornby one, at the back we've got the Pico one, which this one have the extended pin so it can be mounted underneath, but you can get adapters so you mount it on top or mount it directly onto the track. The next one is a side mounted point. Again, this is a solenoid, but you just mount it to the side of a point, like so. As you can see, it does go on the point, and then it just changes it as needed. And then finally, you have a slow action point motor, where about this section here move, and you have this piece of metal feeding through there, Again, you can get adapters to have it surface mounted, but I have gone underneath mounted. These have quite a few advantages. A, it gives you a more prototypical movement. B, you can see all these connectors at the bottom here. You have the control of the point there, which is 2 wires, when the rest of them use 3 wires. Then it gives you 2 internal switches, which mean if you're using the electric frog point, you can actually change the polarity of the track just there. And you can also use the other one to give feedback to a control board so you know what the point is. In front of you, you can see a piece of my point work. This is all digitalised using the side mounted point motors in this point. And if I press a button on my controller, you can see the point moving. You can just see the blade switching over, like so. This is how I control all my points, but with a different kind of point motors I have shown you a few seconds ago. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it and find it informative. Make sure to like, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button, and share, and make sure to comment on my videos. Hopefully see you next time. Richard.